Hey, how's it going, cup of mukbangs, cup of mukbang enthusiasts? Today, I made my own sauce. We're gonna try it out. So it's some angel hair that I made. Now, essentially, this looks and smells exactly like when you go to Applebee's and you order the, like the little breadsticks, and they give you that little cheese stuff. I'll tell you how I made this, and I'm gonna review it. This might be a little cold because I made the sauce after, but we'll see how it tastes. It tastes like an off-brand Alfredo sauce. Not what I expect it to taste like. Hmm. Should put more cheese in there. That's not bad though. Essentially, how I made it was put some butter in there, to kind of help with the flavor. Put some milk, then we added any of the actual flavor stuff. Put some shredded mozzarella cheese in there. And we put some Goya seasoning, because my parents refused to buy anything actually Italian, so I can actually season my food properly. And I put some black pepper in there. And then while it was on the stove top, I added some flour in there to help with the consistency, which is why it's actually a lot thicker, rather than if it wasn't. If not, it'd be, pretty runny. I think it tastes pretty alright. It's like a kind of mediocre Alfredo sauce. Like, I've tasted worse Alfredo. Imagine this is how they make the Alfredo sauce. It's not that cold either, so, it's just a win-win. Yeah, I did a pretty decent job for someone who's never actually made a sauce before. I just threw shit together that just made sense. Yeah, it's pretty alright. Pretty gold though. I just got pretty cold pretty quick. I will say that. And now I'm just suffering with cold fucking, get out of it. No sponsorship. Now I'm stuck with fucking shitty pasta. Actually, no, the pasta's pretty good itself. But this is the second time I cooked angel hair, so I've only cooked it one time beforehand. Yeah, I'm already gonna regret this later though. They're pretty good. The thing is, I need a little more flavor. I kind of held back on the seasoning, kind of held back on the cheese. Maybe if I didn't use mozzarella and used like another white cheese that had a little more flavor in there, it would taste a little bit better. But for now, it's a pretty good first attempt. You know what, kids? It really isn't that hard to cook. What I've learned is that if you fuck up one thing, you just know not to do that the second time. And you learn how to improve from your mistakes. The best way to start learning how to cook is to just cook. As a kid, I used to watch a lot of cooking shows. My mom loved watching cooking shows for some reason. She still does. And that inspired me to want to actually cook. And I've just picked up how to cook from just learning things. Like, the other day I learned that flour is used as like a thickener from fucking Instagram. So I decided to incorporate that into this. And it turned out a lot better because of that. I hope the flour isn't raw. I don't think it is. It feels done. But I have a pretty bad track record with raw flour. Shout out those pancakes I made. Which, it was not my fault they were bad. I used the bad pan, thinking it would actually work. And then it just didn't actually cook my fucking pancakes. Fuck that pan. I don't know why we still have that pan in the house. Actually, no, I think we got rid of it after that. I think that was like my family's like, yeah, we need to get rid of this. Even though I've been advocating for that the entire year. I don't know. Something's just off about this. Maybe it's the butter. Maybe there should be no butter in this. Maybe I have to look up how to make Alfredo sauce to see what I missed out on. You know, I did a pretty good job. This is why I actually like cooking. I can do stuff like this. So I'm actually thinking about going to culinary school. You know, they're really hard to get into. You have to get like accepted in. So maybe I'll go to like a really cheap one or something. I don't know. Because I got a plan of a restaurant I want to start, and I think it would actually be very cool. But I feel like I'd kind of want to go to like schooling for that. Make sure I know everything before going into like a culinary position. Cooked a little too much angel hair. It's starting to get full already. The sauce helps with that. You know, it's thick, so. I'm also thirsty, but I'm out of water, and I'm pretty sure there's none downstairs, so. And I ain't drinking tap. I wait till my water cools off that I boiled. Sad part is, this is probably the least depressing meal I've had this week. I don't think my parents have made dinner since they made mac and cheese. And honestly, I'm too lazy to sit down like 30 minutes a day and cook. Because most of the time when I'm hungry is the time where my parents normally have dinner done. And I don't want to sit down and cook for like another half an hour when I'm fucking starving because my parents decided they didn't want to make dinner right then. And they don't give a heads up. But I've been getting in the habit of just asking beforehand. Like asking a couple hours in advance. Like, hey, you guys making dinner tonight? That was incredibly cold. I'm gonna try to get as little sauce as I can now because that is so cold. I should turn my fan off before recording. It's cold in my room now. Actually, there's only kind of scraps after this. Like, I'm not eating another forks full of this. I'm full. You know what? For not knowing how to make a sauce, I think I did pretty alright. I think I definitely could have made it better. But I think I definitely could have made it way worse. You know, my knowledge of baking is pretty limited. So, you know, making something's actually pretty good. That's alright. I'll see you guys in maybe a future mukbang. I don't know anymore. The state of this channel, or any channel, for that matter. Goodbye.